Hi Cancer, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot. I'm here to do your December 2020 tarot reading. I'm going to take a couple of cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'm also using the Light Seekers Tarot. So, let's take a few cards from this first. So, my Cancer darlings, this ad-free video is brought to you by Sagittarius this month. It's their birthday time, and also time to send in their annual contribution of $25 to my channel to show your support. That $25 represents $1 for each video I make for Sagittarius in a year, and I make 25 or more. And so they pay for their own videos, but they get to watch them all. But anyway, this here one is for you, Cancer. Let's see what we have going on for Cancer. We're coming to the end of a 4. 2020 is a 4, and we're moving into a 5. 2021 is a 5. And the 4 was about pause, reflection, healing. And the 5 is about change and how well we can adapt to a new environment, differences. You know what I mean? Oh, here's your cards. Here's your cards. They're there, right there. Okay, you got By the Book, Why, and Time to Nap. I gotta tell you right away, I feel like these are reversed. Those two are reversed. I think it's time for a nap right now. I think that's the time we're in. Rest, healing, contemplation, reflection, and you know, I think it's big on the rest, getting enough rest. There's a change a-coming next year, as I just said. So you may not get as much time then to rest. But so now is the time for rest. Then we have why. You know, needing answers, really needing answers, asking questions, and asking the right questions as well, you know, and what answers will you accept? So I don't think it's really being satisfied with what you're being told. So this is needing answers. And then By the Book. So this is getting things in line, lined up, a session. Also organized, leadership. Also, I get a real feeling of responsibility and teachings here. Because we rely on our elders, our parents, our grandparents, our teachers we rely on them to lead us. And if they're not leading us, it's kind of, no, who's driving this thing? So I think there's explanation needed. Oh, look at that By the Book. It's an 11 as well, right? Change. Big time. All right, what do we have for Cancer? Oh, they are ready. They want to be cutting. So we have that one there, this one here, this one here. Okay. So in the past, in the beginning, you have the 8 of Cups, the World, the 10 of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Like 3 cards of complete, almost 4 cards of completion here. Okay. One more. Page of Swords. Look at all the new ideas. Just bursting. It's rewriting the book here. You also might be jotting down, recording ideas or record keeping of some sort, all the thoughts going through your head, it's just coming in. It's just coming in, and I get the idea there's some sort of record keeping going on here. So let's start at the 8 of Cups. So in the past, or right now as we speak, you're in the process of walking away for something that's not emotionally fulfilling. There's something missing. And if you don't get it, you're not going to stick with this. Sometimes as well, it's on a quest to find that missing piece. Find that missing piece you've been longing for all this time. Then the World. And the World is kind of a growth spurt in a human kind of way, like growing as a person, emotionally, mentally, being able to accept new concepts. And, when it's the aha, when you get it, and that puts you into a growth spurt to a whole new size, to a whole new level, like I said, the ascension level. So then the 10 of Wands. And the 10 of Wands is not really one of the things. It's not wanting all these burdens, all this baggage, all these anchors, It's been a long journey, and you're ready to set down your burdens. You're ready to, you could be very ready to settle down at this point. Okay. You're tired of being on the road, always moving, and so I think you're getting ready to settle down here. The Wheel, the second 10. Okay. So the Wheel of Fortune. So the 10s are completion. It's when you feel that you've put enough into something and you're ready for something new. This is a karmic, it's kind of a wheel of fate. And, you got the World, and then the 10 of Wands, making this decision, deciding to set something down, which is going to set into motion events now that are going to bring around your karma for finally being able to make these decisions, finally being able to let go, it seems, of something. It seems to me you're letting go of something, which is actually freeing you. It's enabling you to move on with your ideas. And your ideas could be very different, but you're feeling a lot more free, or in a safe space to speak your mind. So in the present, you have the Temperance. You have a lot of major arcana. The Star, the Tower, the 4 of Cups, and the Hanged Man. Wow, just in that row alone, there are 4 major arcana. There's a really big picture thing going on for you here. It isn't little daily things. This is a big picture thing here. There could be a Sagittarius coming into your life, or one that with this Temperance card here. They're all about balance and trying to put things right. You know what I mean? Figuring out the formula, getting the flow right. You could have walked away from a Sagittarius in the past, or they could have walked away from you because there was something missing here. There could have been the potential for a lot, or there could have been a lot there, but enough missing that it just wasn't right. It wasn't the right formula. There was too much fire, not enough water, or vice versa. Then you have the star, and this is the card of hope. This is kind of blind hope, having, and I don't want it to sound negative because it's very beautiful. It's having hope and faith that things will work out, even though you have no proof that it will. But you believe in this. You really believe in this. And you're getting clarity. You're opening your mind. You're like, perhaps seeing something you didn't see before. You needed to go through this, these burdens, this long journey you've been on, right? You need to go through all that before you could get here. But I don't think it's fulfilling for you enough, or for the Sagittarius, perhaps. Um, then you have the tower, and the tower is something that surprises you. It's a shocking or surprising event, something you didn't expect to happen. And the I'm not sure what the tower is exactly. For you, I think it could be kind of a good thing. But you have the Four of Cups here, and the Four of Cups is somewhat about expectation, needing to get over something. Look at all these cups you have here. And you're thinking, well, but I really thought, you know, you perhaps just you emotionally had this one vision, and the thing is that because you didn't see that right away or something, then, or this one view of it, then you're missing out on all the wonderful things that are there. You're just thinking about this one thing that isn't there that you want, or what you thought it would be. You saw this whole honeymoon experience, and thought it was love, and it turned out you are humans. You make mistakes. You make the wrong choice, like sometimes we do, right? And it could be afterthought. This afterthought of like, what did I do? What did I do here? Um, so it's kind of interesting that right after comes the Hanged Man. And this is another whole perspective, seeing another view. Again, very much like, and I think this is going to surprise you that you couldn't see this before. It's like, how come I never noticed? What? And so you've got to leave this vision, this idea, this fantasy of what you wanted it to be, and take a look at it from a different angle. This could be some attachment to old beliefs. Um, um, I get the feeling it's an old imprint, okay? An old imprint. And so you were told, if someone cares, if it's meant to be, if this, then this will happen. Or if you do that, this will happen. And I think that has been blown out of the water, that whole theory right there. I'm sorry, but that is not milk in your cornflakes. It's not. And I think at first this is hugely disappointing. you know, broken promises. Oh my goodness, there's a ladybug on my laptop right now. I just saw it coming. I don't know what the significance of ladybugs are, but look at that. I'm stepping into winter here, and here's a ladybug. I'm going to look that up. So I don't want to touch it, but there it is right there, right on my laptop. So it's kind of opening your mind, your eyes a little bit. This could be a behavior, or like I said, I think it's an old imprint that you have to let go of, that it doesn't really fit with now, you know, with our world now. That's from 100 years ago, and we're still living on that old imprint. You know, it's just not like that kind of thing, you know. So in the future, you have the Queen of Cups. There you are, Cancer. The Three of Wands. Now, there was the Two of Wands here, and I have to say it was in reverse, and I don't do reversals, but I might reverse that. I just might. I am a woman, and I am allowed to change my mind. So, look at this. You know, you went from this, right, saying, nothing ever works out, you know, and totally not being able to see, you know, what you need to see the view that everybody's seeing. You're like, I can't, you know, I've turned it every kind of way and I can't see it. But now it's being more open, you know, being more open to other ideas, other views, other feelings, other, you know, I kind of get the idea of filling those other cups yourself, for one thing. You know, those two cups that were missing, filling them for the other person or yourself. You know, being open to, I also think it's something to do with humble. There's a humble part of you. You know, it's gonna sound weird, but there's a little bit of hillbilly in everyone. There's a little bit of precocious, pretentious, humble in all of us. We all have the capacity to be any of those things. And I think there's some sort of humbleness that comes to you now. You could have had I don't want to offend anybody, but there could have been some sort of inflated view of something, okay? But now this is, wait, let me see that, what's on her neck. Sometimes it's like a braid. It's like a braid. Um, hmm. I'm kind of seeing protection here in a way. I'm seeing that Ganesh, the elephant, um, open, um, just peaceful, prosperous, but I think emotionally prosperous, open, loving, caring, accepting. Okay? And I think you needed that in your life. Now, the Three of Wands. I love this Three of Wands here because it's a really good depiction of the Three of Wands. So here's this guy or girl. They got their wetsuit on and they've got their surfboard and they have it all waxed and they've made it to the shoreline and there's no wind. There's no waves. Can't get going without the wind and the waves. So waiting for the right time to make your move. Okay? Waiting for the right time to make your move. You've gone through some real growth here. I get the feeling you feel like you lost out on something in the past and now, oops, how did I do that? That's strange that I even did that. But Two of Swords. So this is refusing to make a choice about something, not wanting to see that, it's just not wanting to face it. And you have to make this choice. It's required. You're being kind of pushed into it and you're not feeling ready yet. I get the feeling you feel like it's going to hurt if you look at it. It's going to hurt. Okay. And then you have the Five of Pentacles. This is feeling very alone, left out in the cold, not included, shut out. Okay. But again, this is perception. Perception. It's very important. Perception in your life right now, Cancer. Because here is the key right here. It's not that you've been shut out. They can't leave the door open forever. It's going to get cold. Winter's coming. So, you need to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and get that key and put it in and come on in. There's enough to go around. But nobody's going to carry you in that door. They're not. It's feeling left out, but I don't really think you are. And I think it's you that's got to pick yourself up. You that's got to, because I'm going to tell you, when it comes to, I have a perfect example. And I'm not saying that this is going on in your life. It's just sometimes if you think of a good example. But so I know someone and they have an addiction, right? And I'm running all over the place trying to help them and provide them with other opportunities to be safe and stable and help with support and all that stuff. And every time I talk to them, they're right back in the same place, not doing any work. Well, I didn't want to and all that. So I said, hey, I'm not doing all this running around. I'm not juggling all these things. So for you, when you're not even willing to participate in your own healing, and this is where you step up and grab the key. You have the key all along. And so whenever you are willing to participate in your own healing, in your own stability and security and health, that's when it will start to happen for you. That's when people are be willing to share with you, when they see that you're making the effort too. Okay, it's shared effort, right? Shared effort. And then the last card you have is the Queen of Swords. It's interesting, you have the Queen of Cups yourself at one end. You have the Queen of Swords at this end, bookending. I think it's the time for you, but you keep waiting. No, it's not the right time. Well, I don't know. And it's people will only wait for you for so long. They got to get going on their thing too, right? I'm not giving you trouble because it could be vice versa. This is someone else and you'd be the one that's been there helping and helping and helping and they're not doing anything. So it's time to get serious here. This Queen of Swords. Now, this could be you, Cancer, or the other person. They could be an air sign, male or female, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Okay? But this could be your energy too. When you're going to start, you want to start making decisions that are logical, that make sense, that are about what you stand for. You do have ideals, you know. You do think you are a smart cookie, and you're quite deep as well. And it's time to tuck that old heart under the cushion there for a while. Of course, you're going to consider your heart. Of course, you are. But you need to use logic, be sensible, be smart. Also, you want to deal in facts and the truth, not maybes and mights and could haves and should haves. You know, this is very, um, like this is part of the changes you're making. You're not just living about how you feel. You're making smart choices now. This is what's needed, is for you to start making smart choices. Okay? This tower moment, I think, is going to be kind of a real shock or a real surprise. You weren't expecting it. But I think it's the key, the catalyst that's going to change everything, turn everything around for you in a good way. It may take a little bit to realize it's for the greater good. Okay. Also, that's what the Hanged Man is also about here too, eh? It's sacrificing something for the greater good. So this could be a belief, an idea, an attitude, behavior, something. So it's sacrificing it for the greater good. There's high ideals here. That's something that's important that you stand for. Okay, it's time to stand for it. Woo! That's very powerful. So, Cancer, if you like this video, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe. It's all free, and it really helps me a lot, and I really appreciate it. Comment in the box below if this resonates for you. Like, I love hearing how it resonates. I find it very interesting, and I'm very honored that you share your stories with me. So, anyway, I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving if you celebrated that just this past couple of days. And be careful at this full moon, eh? It's going to be a bit tricky here. So just try and stay under the radar. All right, take care. Bye bye.